So now let's take a look how we could use Strapi AI to generate our content types and collections from an actual project file or folder, which is your completed project. And you're probably saying, well, if I don't have a project, what can I do? Well, here's a great way to test it out. Let's ask ChatGPT to help us. Create a prompt to generate UI for a dog and cat sitting website. Please include all the most important sections and features. Nice. So we have a basic prompt, and notice that is already optimized for V0. And that's exactly what we're going to use. You could also use Lovable or any other generator. I'm going to go ahead and copy my prompt and navigate to V0. And here in V0, let's go ahead and paste it and click go. We're going to skip the chat sidebar for now. We're just going to go ahead and let it do its thing. I like it. It's going to call it Paws and Whiskers Care. I'm going to steal that name because I really love cats and dogs. And you know what? I'm going to go and buy that domain name. Nice. So now stuff is really happening and V0 is generating a project. And for this demo, I am using V0, but you could actually build your own project and take that code base and pass it into Strapi AI to help you generate your collection types. But I just wanted to kind of show you how you can use some of these cool AI tools, combine them together to build something neat. Wow, that's pretty cool. V0 created our basic landing page that we could use to showcase our example. So now that we have our website, let's go ahead, click on the three dots and download the zip file. Once the file is downloaded, navigate back to your Strapi application and click import from your computer. I'm going to go ahead and browse my files, and it was in my download folder. I'm going to go ahead, click the zip file and click open. This is going to go ahead and start the process. Once everything is uploaded, go ahead and click finish. This is going to pass a project into context, and Strapi AI is going to do all the magic. So notice based on our project, it identified that we have blog posts, testimonials, services, pricing tier, frequently asked questions, gallery image, homepage, and feature components. So let's review our content structure and see how it did. So notice here we have our blog post, including general content. You can ask AI to prompt and add additional features. For instance, we are using blog posts and we have an excerpt, but what we actually want to have a rich text for our content. So let's go ahead and say to the blog post content, add a markdown rich text field called content. And let's click here. Nice. So let's see if it updates our blog post collection type. And perfect. And our homepage contains all of our items, including our about section. And notice how all these other sections are just new items. You know what? I want this to be a little bit more cleaner. And so let's ask a follow-up prompt. Let's say, organize the home page content with blocks in a dynamic zone. Perfect. And look at that. Looks much cleaner. We have our components in our dynamic zone, title, subtitle, and image. Perfect. And if you need any additional data, you could always prompt away. And notice that it even created our section blocks with all the different blocks that we have here. This is so cool. So we went from a ChatGPT prompt to give us some cool ideas of what we wanted to build. Then we passed that prompt into V0 to generate our first pass for our website layout. We exported it via zip, and in our application, we imported the zip file into the Strapi AI builder, and we were able to generate all these cool collection types. And as we saw, you could always ask follow-up prompts or questions anytime you need to make more changes. Wow, this is so cool. We went and created all of our collection types and content types. And you can also manually tweak them if you need to. For instance, you could add a field, you could delete a field here using the traditional approach, but I just like how we were able to, via prompts, adding some context, create and jumpstart our project really, really quickly. If you have any questions, you could always catch me on our Discord channel at 12:30 p.m. CST time, Monday through Friday, when we hold our open office hours. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.